Greetings, everybody. This is Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Network. And I had a very excitable morning playing game 3, which has gone 11. We're entering the top of the 12th. I will do a recap of the series up until this point. So there is a spoiler alert. So if you prefer not to know what has happened up to this point, I suggest you go out of this and look for game 1, which is, you can go to past live streams or to the playlist, which is in my Strat-O-Matic section. And the spoiler alert will start in 30 seconds. So if you don't want to know, there's been some people would call this the greatest World Series ever up to this point, and we're only in game 3. I'm covering this up. Okay, the spoiler alert has been given. In game 1 of this World Series, the Mets won 3-0 on a combined shutout. Seaver went 8 1/3, tired, and Taylor finished it off. Lots more highlights go into this, namely Swoboda's base hit in the first inning with 2 outs, second and third, bringing home 2 runs, and that was all that was needed. And that game was in Baltimore. For game 2, the final was 7-5. It was originally 3-0 Mets, then Baltimore took a 4-3 lead. Mets went ahead 5-3 in the 7th. And then in the bottom of the 5-4 in the 7th, bottom of the 9th with 2 outs, Tug McGraw on the mound, 2 on. Frank Robinson hit a walk-off home run for his second, third, and fourth runs batted in. He also got a run batted in the 6th. And so the Orioles won games 2, 7-5. Eddie Watt got the win, although he allowed 2 runs in 3 innings. It was McGraw who allowed the walk-off. And now to game 3. Hello, John DFW. Game 3, there's been so much here that it's very hard for me to recap this, but it was scoreless after 6.5 innings, and in the bottom of the 7th, the Mets scored a run. Shamsky singled, Boswell sacrificed him. Boswell went to second on a wild pitch, then Shamsky sacrificed him to third, and then a sacrifice fly by Cranepool scored the Mets run. It was 1-0 after 7, but in the top of the 8th, a single by Blair, he stole second, and then a base hit sent Buford to third, and then a ground ball hit by Brooks Robinson just in the right spot for Grody to only have the play at first. That was on an X roll. It was a ground ball C. The infield was back. And so it was tied 1-1, and that's where we're at. We've had an amazing 9th inning with 3 substitutions, and the lineup is a lot different. I'll set up the defense for you. But something to note would be that in the top of the 11th, Hendricks singled, and with 2 outs, Martin singled. It was first and third. actually first and second, and then the single by Buford with no asteroids. Hendricks rounded third, and Agee threw him out at the plate. Threw Hendricks out at the plate. I think it was a 1-10. Eddie Watt came in. He struck out the side. Agee, Garrett, and Jones in order. Ron Taylor in his second inning of relief. This will be Ron Taylor's second inning. Looking at the Mets defensively now, it's Taylor on the mound, Grody behind the plate, Clendenin at first, Weiss at second, Garrett at short, Bud Harrelson at short, Garrett at third, and the outfield, Agee in left. In center, Jones in left, and Rod Gaspar in right field. Top of the 12th, in a pivotal third game of the series, with the series tied 1-1. Here's Don Buford to Paul Blair to lead it off. Top of the 12th, tied at 1. Taylor is ready. Here's the pitch, 3-6, right-handed, single 1-7, and that's a line at a second, caught by Al freaking Weiss. One out, and here's Frank Robinson. "3-8", taps it back to Taylor, 2 outs for Boog Powell. Powell 1 for 4, 1 for 5, reached on an error. "6-8", left-handed, double 1-7. It's a base hit for Powell. The go-ahead run. Now Brooks Robinson, the batter. It's a possible wild pitch. He's a 2. No. Now the pitch to Brooks. 4-12, right-handed, grounds it back to Taylor X. He's a 2-0. That's a 14-2-0, throws him out. And we're heading to the bottom of the 12th. I got so excited with all that was going on that I ended up taking one of my little blue pills to calm myself down. They are prescribed, and I take them as needed, up to twice a day. Here we go, bottom of the 12th. Fasten your seatbelts. Eddie Watt in his second inning of relief struck out the side in the 11th. He'll face Clendenin, Al Weiss, and Rod Gaspar. How this lineup has changed, and I assume it's all valid. Baseball Demos helped me with all the substitutions. Okay, here's Watt. The pitch to Clendenin. 4-8, right-handed, walked him. So Clendenin, a 1-14, always had decent speed. Al Weiss now. Here we go again. B. Bunter. Infield stays back. He's a B. It's hit. It's a dribbler in front of the plate for Hendricks. 8. And Hendricks can only go to first with the play. We've had a few of those, a couple of those by Grody. And now Clendenin is on second, scoring position with the winning run, 1 out in the bottom of the 12th. Now here's Rod Gaspar, who had come in to play right field. Gaspar switch hitter, batting left. Pitch from Watt. 5-9, switch hitter, batting left, grounds it to second. A. I think that will advance Shamsky. Johnson throws it to first. And Clendenin will go to third. So it's 2 outs, bottom of the 9th for Jerry Grody. Big hand for Jerry. That's a possible walk or a pass ball. It's a possible pass ball. That will be Hendricks trying to save the game. The hell is he? Here he is. T rating 1-2. Oh, I'm sorry. Pass ball rating is a 1-5. And it's a 4. It gets by Hendricks, and home comes Clendenin with the winning run. What a finish. The ball got past Hendricks. Clendenin was on third, and he came home, and the ball game is over. The final, New York Mets 2, Baltimore Orioles 1. I'll be back with the recap in just a moment. That's considered an unearned run. So there you have it. What a game it was. The final, New York Mets 2, Baltimore Orioles 1. The Miracle Mets did it again, and we're going to go into game 4 in just a few minutes as I set it up. I already recapped the game up to when we started. What a finish. Walking Clendenin, the sacrifice bunt by Al Weiss. And then Gaspar at the plate. I'm sorry, with Grody at the plate. The passed ball. Real tough break. It was the sacrifice by Weiss to send Clendenin, who walked, to second. He then went to third on the ground out to Gaspar, and then he scored from third, and that's the ball game. He must have known that, yeah. If that be the case, that would be not cool. I'm going to go against my better judgment and set up game 4 right now. Better yet, I better not. I'm just so tired from this morning's game. So thanks for being here, everybody. And I'll schedule game 4 maybe this afternoon in about an hour or 2. Okay, stay strong, stay well. I'll catch you all next time.